Hello there guys, and welcome back to Titan Quest Let's Play. This is a bonus episode where we're going to be exploring the secret passage. I picked up a couple of few things here. Booty's Advocate, one of the rares that these frogmen drop. And we've also leveled up on the way here. Whilst I was coming from Rhodes, I leveled up to level 40 now. We're just going to put the points, distribute them around. Let's take one in defensive reaction, one in a shield charge, and the last one decided to put here to max out fully our shield passives. And with the attributes, one strength, one intelligence, since our intelligence seems to be quite low. We're stupid. Alright, so this is the item that you need to gain access to the secret passage. It's called the Overlord. So let me show you where the secret passage is first. This is Rhodes Beach, do you remember? This is Rhodes, and you go this way. It's pretty much right next to Rebirth Fountain, the first Rebirth Fountain before the Ixian Woods. And once you have the Overlord, you can go through here. Now the Overlord you get from Hades. It randomly drops from Hades. It should be a fairly good chance to drop it, though there's no guarantee it will drop on your first fight with him. So, right, the first monster here we come across is V. It looks like a nightmare, but red. And V, this monster already catches you out. I mean, you're not supposed to fight V because you can't kill it. Whenever you kill it, it basically gets restored back to full health again. So you can go on an endless cycle fighting it, so no point. So the first real monster is this guy, Dave the turtle. And he's not too hard, he's fairly easy for the most part. And once you kill him, it unlocks the gates, and you go through here. And let me tell you, going to the secret passage at level 40 is a big freaking mistake, seriously. And I'll already get you prepared here, but I'm gonna die a few times here because these monsters are pretty hard, and it's actually advised that the normal secret passage you do once you fair bit into epic, and the epic passage you do once you already fair bit into legendary, and legendary secret passage, now that's death. So it is quite hard. Even level 40 is still fairly low for the normal secret passage. See this next creature here, it's a bat, giant bat, which it uses the same kind of attack as that the Cyclops do when they shout, and causes a huge health reduction. It slows you down as well, if I'm not mistaken. So this, you can see there's like various bits at the back. There's a building from each of the 4 acts. See, this one is Tower of Judgment from the 4th act. Now the core of the secret passage is going to be right here. Once the music will start to play, you'll hear it. It's actually just one more monster before that happens. It's this centaur, David. Another David. It's Dave and there's a David, both door guards. If I'm not mistaken, these names were actually names of the developers. That's why this is like an Easter egg location, that's why we call the secret passage. It's sort of like, and there we go, music. Music starts. Yeah, let's rock on. Right, so there's several cells here. First of all, take care of this guy, Corey, because he's patrolling around. He can get in the way if you're fighting some of the stronger monsters. And he's basically the miniature version of those siege striders that we fought back in Elysium. So it's the same tactics apply here, just avoid that powerful attack where it spews the fireballs all around. Alright, let's open this door first, since these guys are the easiest perhaps. There's 2 of them. There's Ben, the Antioch, and there's Scott, which is one of those Euronymous. So yeah, take care of you guys. See, even them, we're not dealing enough damage because level 40 is still fairly low. Alright, so there's nobody else there. Now let's open this one. This is probably, quite possibly, the worst cell, one of the strongest monsters. Alright, so yeah, good idea to just lure them out. Let's get that Satyr Arthur. Now this guy is quite possibly the most dangerous one. Not he himself the most dangerous one, but once you kill him, Toxeus the Murderer pops out. And Toxeus the Murderer is actually a really powerful monster that you meet in the game. See this guy, who's got a damage reflection. He reflects some of your damage back at you. But not only that, he himself is strong. And from what I've heard, the one you fight here in the secret passage is actually not as strong as the real one that you encounter in the game. I think the real one only spawns on legendary difficulty. He can like randomly spawn in any dungeon. Look at that. I mean, in Colossus form we're losing so much health. This guy, yeah, see, drain my health, and that's the next death. So That's the first death in the secret passage. Let's keep a count, shall we? Alright, and we're back. I had to walk all the way back again. It's such a nightmare. And this is not the first time I'm gonna do it. Alright, so Toxeus is back. And here I had to... You'll see what I'm gonna do. I realized that I can't defeat this guy, so I activated this Sky's Rage scroll. So it not only deals damage, it also stuns him, you see. Which is quite nice. It's a really great scroll, I'm serious. If you dying to someone, just use that. That's what we used to kill the Dactyl as well, if you remember. Right. Phew, that's Toxeus. That's one of the hard monsters down. But this is not all. Now take care of this guy, because he's not too bad. And it's Frazier, that's the Mackay. And there's also Sean, which consists of all these little... They all seem to be one entity, sort of, but you have to defeat them. Yeah, that music was really nice, by the way. If you want to know what that music was, that's called Rock of Mages by a band called Bank Camaro. You should check out some of their other songs, they're pretty good. And there's still one more Sean left there. Yeah, the only bad thing is too bad that the song doesn't go on a loop. It just, as soon as it finishes, that's it, it goes quiet. Would be nicer if it went on a loop. Now this guy is another, quite possibly most dangerous character in here, Nate. Now, if you notice, he's not really attacking us or anything, but whenever we hit him, he's got a huge like physical damage resistance. He's really resisting a lot, but he's not attacking you. However, once he does start attack you, he hits really hard. I mean, he hits so hard he can kill you with 1 or 2 hits. That's how hard he hits, and you'll see how much I'm gonna spend on him. But you should just try to be careful, because once he turns around and starts hitting you, you could end up, end up dead. I mean, even using pets here is difficult. I'll be honest, I don't really like fighting him, because there isn't much of a strategy you can use. You should probably, I mean, unless you use something that reduces resistances, I guess that could help. Something like Sapros the Corruptor. Because even if you have pets, to take aggro, he will finish off your pets with like 1 or 2 hits as well. See how much damage he did with just that 1 hit. And if you listen to the sound, we actually even block that hit. Sometimes you hit like a clinking sound, it means we actually block it with a shield. So it even absorbed some of the damage, and still it done loads. Now he doesn't actually wander outside of the cell, so at least you're safe just there. See, as soon as you come out there. But in order to hurt him, you have to come closer, because otherwise he's resisting too much damage. I'm not sure how it happens if you're a mage or an archer. I haven't tried actually fighting. I mean, I never got any major archer this far into the game, to be honest. Yeah, that's how melee oriented I am. Got a few scrolls there, scroll with Cyclops. Want to try to see what would happen if we get someone to take aggro, but unfortunately he doesn't get aggro to Cyclops, he just still goes for me. That didn't do any health reduction to him whatsoever, did it? See, that's supposed to do health reduction. He's just shrugging it off. And the Cyclops is gone. Doesn't last long, unfortunately. So yeah, gonna have to probably speed this up, because I'm gonna be here for quite long, and you'll see I'm also gonna meet my demise at one point. Oh my god, look how much that did! Now do you see why you should be really prepared before you go to the secret passage? See, at least you can stun him for a brief moment, so that's at least good. We've got the Thunderbolt skill, which you can use. See, he takes quite a while to swing, so hit and run tactics do work, but you gotta be extremely careful. Extremely careful. Because you can't afford to make a mistake. Yeah, I think it's a physical damage resistance that he's got really high. Actually no, he seems to have damage resistance to everything. I mean, I'm not entirely sure whether he's got resistance to other elements. Actually, I might check this. See, I've accidentally stumbled there, and because sometimes you gotta be prepared that if you might accidentally walk into the wrong thing, because sometimes you don't walk so well. The game doesn't always respond the way you want to. Oh my god, I'm running out of health potions as well. So close as well. It's like you have to be always at full health in order to have a chance to survive. Yeah, Squall is not gonna do much to him, and you can't really see. One of the disadvantages of Squall is that you sometimes can't see anything, especially when you got quite a lot of points in it. God, I was so close to killing him. Oh my god! Every single hit, it literally, you feel it. You actually feel it on your face. Oh god, that was so bad, so epically bad. All right, back here again, and I'm gonna really fast speed this up because because if you noticed, whenever you die, these guys, they get their freaking full health back. Now you have to go all this again. Yeah, I was on the verge of giving up here. I'm serious. I was actually on the verge of giving up. No, I couldn't do this to you guys. So yeah, speeding up through all this. He's the hardest motherfucker ever. And here I decided to go into Colossus form actually. Colossus, it's a bit harder because if you see, your movement speed is different. See, it's a bit hard to judge where you are. But see, I could have died again. But at least you can resist a bit more damage. See, that's why you have to be. That's why you have to be a fair bit further. I mean, whenever I tackled normal secret passage whilst already being quite far into epic, I found this to be just, you know, hard enough, like appropriate difficulty, and even then this guy would give me trouble. But going at level 40 into normal secret passage, that's, you gotta be, you know, really skilled. You gotta be, and you gotta have a good equipment, because this is difficult. This is very difficult. Almost got him. Can't believe the persistence I had here. I was literally biting my hair. I was getting so annoyed by the fact that I died when I was so close. It's like as soon as your health drops like to like 1/4, you have to drink a potion already, because he can kill you from like a 3/4 health in one hit. In one fucking hit. This game of hit and run is so ridiculous. See, if you stumble a little bit, oh, there we go. Phew, finally. And now this cell. Now these guys are pretty dangerous as well. They're not as bad as Toxeus and Nate, so these are not as bad, but still good to lure them out. That Hydra is the most dangerous one of these three. Yeah, lure out the plant, Tom. This is really nice creature design. I actually really like that plant creature design. We haven't fought any monster like this in the game at all. It looks really cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's the third death now. That's the third death. And we're back here again. But you saw that poison attack that mini Hydra did. That was deadly. I mean, we have 52% poison resistance, and that killed us within like 2 seconds. So I decided to stick that to give us more poison resistance. Although with this miniature Hydra, it does the same thing as the real Hydra. Once you come within melee range, it doesn't use its ranged attacks anymore, and its ranged attacks are the most powerful ones. So get in to melee range like this, and all it's gonna do is just bite you. And in melee range, it's almost harmless. Morgan the miniature Hydra. There we go. That Hydra is so disturbing. And the last guy, Josh the Tiger Man. Actually, he's not the last guy, he's second to last. The last guy only appears once you've killed all these, then the last guy will appear. There we go. Once you've cleaned out all the cells, so you're gonna put previous braces back, then go here, and this guy comes in, Chooch, who is a miniature undead typhon. So, and he's got pretty much the same attacks as the real undead typhon. See, that does that breath, that vitality breath. He traps you. He does this shitty thing. See, all these things, they do hurt quite a bit if you notice. So he's no pushover either. He's among the harder ones, although he's not as terrible as Nate. See, managed to take care of him. And once you kill him, then you can open his chest. And what do we get for all our troubles? Nothing of value. Everything is worthless. All of that is not too bad. You just move that a bit here, the Overlord. So we get this Flaming Thracian Splitter of Reckless Power. It's very similar to the one we've got right now, except it's slightly better, if you notice by the base damage that it deals. The only reason that it's doing less damage right now is because we've got Blade of Thanatos on the other one. So once we find a good relic to put on this one, we could actually use it, and we're probably going to find a lot of stuff on epic difficulty. So yeah, that's about it. See, 6 deaths now. It's doubled my death count just going to the secret passage. Alright guys, so yeah, that's about it. Just remember that the Overlord you find from Hades, so you have to farm Hades for it. And that's it, so see you guys whenever. Bye bye.